before y'all actually have the actual intercourse, are y'all not already talking about that before, or y'all just gonna jump right into it?
I mean, sometimes you talk about it right before it.
But honestly, the conversation part don't matter. It's the time. The timeless
No,
question. Like how long?
no, I
Long. So like, what's too long? What's too
Would you wait about 5, 6 months before sleeping with somebody?
a month. A month would be
Okay.
the longest for me, but my whole thing is that conversation should be something that come up like, oh yeah, I know I'm versatile, or I know I'm this, or I know
You're
I'm that.
assuming.
I mean,
you're getting into too many details. You're assuming that they're not
yeah.
having this conversation. The question is just
I'm
about
sure that
time.
came up the first conversation.
No, no,
That's
no, no,
generally
no.
what we ask first, because I want to know. I'm not having no conversation if we gonna bump pocketbooks.
Right. We're assuming, yeah, that they had that conversation already.
I am not making a tuna melt.
Okay, so all right, let's go into. So there are levels. There are levels to being sexual. I'm gonna say sexual because I wasn't say being a freak, but freak is actually on the list. The level. So we're gonna start the levels as the lowest level being that you are that you're freaky. The next level up is being kinky, and then the next level up being nasty, and then the next level up being trifling. So I'm gonna ask y'all, what are definitions of what do you think definitions of each of these categories are? So if we got freaky, what would be a definition of freaky? To me, freaky just means you like sex and you would do it in different positions, like, but you're not gonna take it like outside the bedroom. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, what would you put your category as? What category would you be in?
Me, I would probably be. I would say I'm probably kinky. Kinky because well, it would depend because I like some weird shit, but I probably would be kinky. I'm not into no fetishes or anything like that, but like as far as like role play, I've role played before.
That's kinky. That is kinky.
Yeah, that's kinky. I can't do no shit like that. That's just weird to me.
Well, what would you do as kinky?
Who, me?
Benji.
What would
I
you
wouldn't do anything that's kinky.
No, so your level would just be freaky.
I'm at the bottom. I can be freaky, but I'm not doing no kinky shit. You keep that for the dogs. I'm not doing that. I don't want you calling me all kinds of names, trying to slap me with something. I breathe too easy. Not happening.
Okay.
I've actually dealt with somebody. I've actually engaged with somebody that likes to spit in your mouth.
No.
That would be considered trifling. That's at the top.
That's trifling.
I don't feel like it's trifling. I think that's part of kinky.
No.
You don't feel like it's trifling because you're trifling.
There's. Let me give you the levels again: freaky, kinky, nasty, trifling. Trifling has anything.
Well, first of all,
to me has anything to do with bodily fluids that are doing some unnatural or unnormal
your
things.
body is anyway when you have sex, unless it's a condom involved.
No, I don't naturally spit on somebody when I'm like
when you give
making
head,
out or something. Like I'm not in your mouth.
When you give head, your lips are going across their DNA, their skin. You're literally scraping off. They're scraping yours. Period.
I feel like spitting on somebody makes me have flashbacks of a time that I didn't even live in, and it gives me anxiety. So spitting on me just seems very disrespectful and hateful. No matter what context you might put it in.
I agree.
That just seems very.
Yeah, I don't like saliva.
I know
it's different when you're kissing and it's like spit involved, but to actually, when I hear somebody say spit, I picture hawk spit. What it is.
Ew, that's like the loogie. I'm good on that.
I'm coming up.
All right, so I would say, like we said, spitting is definitely an example of trifling. Would y'all all agree that that's trifling? Like on the trifling level, it's not trifling.
You can't call it trifling because everybody has their level of freaky. You can't call it trifling.
So
everybody has a level of freaky.
It depends on where you spitting, like
right,
not in the mouth. No,
yeah,
like,
nowhere above the. Yeah,
but that's almost like pissing on
nowhere above the neck.
But not
nowhere above the waist. Don't spit on me nowhere above the
way.
Okay, nowhere above the waist. I don't want to be. If you spit on my stomach, I'm feeling like you disrespecting me. Like,
if you in a sexual situation where it's hardcore like that, and they spit in your mouth, not on your face, not on your chest, not on your ass, not on your dick, they spit in literally in your mouth, but you're open to that, so you open your mouth for it.
So now, what are you talking about?
How is that
Like,
what is the point?
Where
What is the
are you
point?
going
What is
with
the
that?
point?
Like,
You
What is the
don't think
point?
that
What are you getting
it's
out of
trifling
that?
because you're trifling.
Y'all was talking about freaky shit.
Yeah, we know
We
that.
said the levels. We're talking about the
like,
levels of
we're
it.
asking you, like,
And that's what I'm saying. It's levels to it, because y'all
You at
saying
the
shit like
top.
that.
that's not freaky. That's not freaky.
That's
That's
not freaky. Freaky is
Y'all call it
freaky.
trifling?
Yeah.
It's a lot of shit that's way
To me,
more trifling.
that's why we're talking about these levels right now.
It's probably way more trifling, but it's still trifling.
But y'all two, in your own right, cannot determine what's freaky and what's trifling, because that's something that y'all never
we're
did.
talking about it.
Somebody asked, like I said earlier,
that's why we're having this conversation. So
no,
that's why I'm getting
you can't say what you're saying. Talking about that's trifling. Y'all both said it.
Or my perspective. So what would be trifling to you, Darnell? Let's just ask.
What would be trifling to you?
What the only thing that's trifling to me is when it comes to feces play, piss play, blood play, all that stuff is trifling to me.
Spit, right? Spit to me is in that same category.
It's not. It's really not. Like, it's really, really not. Feces,
not to you.
Piss,
not to you.
You know how much bacteria they spitting in your mouth?
Feces, piss,
in a hole, just
spit.
All right, so let's look at it this way.
Nowhere near spit. It's disrespectful. But if you allow it, fuck it.
You like being disrespected.
We're not saying nothing wrong. I'm not saying nothing wrong.
Your mouth gets disrespected when you give head, so you can't say that.
Listen. I'm not saying nothing's wrong.
Nobody's saying it's a bad thing. We're just saying it's trifling.
You just said it's trifling. That's it. It's not bad. You're allowed to be trifling. It's not the same.
Some people like to be trifling.
Let's just move on from the talk of spit. We're moving on from spit.
Yeah, moving on from it.
Okay, let's move on. So basically, what would be an example of what would be considered nasty to y'all? To me, nasty is like threesomes.
2 girls in the car. That's it all for me.
Or no, nasty is beyond threesome. Nasty would be like, I don't know what nasty would be. I guess like what would y'all do?
You know what nasty is? Nasty is when nasty look nasty. You know you ain't involving yourself in that nasty shit. Period.
But nasty to me not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing to me either. But there's certain shit I won't do. Like it's nasty to me is outside having sex outside in public. That's nasty.
To me, do what?
Public sex is nasty.
Yeah. Well, no, well, that's your level of nasty. To me,
yeah, you're right. It is so nasty. So nasty.
To me, nasty is, I think, like honestly, like spit could be considered nasty. Not to bring back up spit, but like when they like below the waist when they're spitting on the right areas, to me that's still considered nasty. Though that's still nasty. Like it's a little bit of a freaky because I feel like they make things to where you don't need to use spit. So if you're using spit, y'all into that, like y'all a little into that.
Not necessarily, because I would say sometimes you have people that actually just spit on it, or others where so while they're doing certain things, the spit is just created. That's a little different.
Well, I haven't heard from you, honey. What's going on? All right, he pleads the fifth. That's the first
He was
card.
quiet about it.
Remember we spent a card?
Because he's trifling.
I'm not trifling.
Not right. He pleads the fifth. Shit,
Where would you fall at on this scale? Where would you fall?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I am a prude about a lot of shit.
Exactly. People fail to realize I'm conservative too with certain things.
Yeah, no, I'm a prude about a lot of shit. Like, no.
I don't like to be in awkward situations. And certain things make things awkward. Like, I don't know if somebody was to spit on me during that. I don't know if I'm gonna like it or I'm gonna sock the shit out of them.
Right.
So let's just leave it alone.
Right. Right. That's how I feel.
But that's the thing. I'm not saying that you
Don't
wasn't
surprise
aware.
me.
So when the person
Like,
spit in your mouth, did they ask you first? The first time they did it, did they ask you? Could
Yes,
they
they
do
say
that?
open your mouth. When they say open your mouth, if it's not a
No, that wasn't an ask. That was a
That
warning.
is not an act at all. That is
That
not
is a warning. Open your mouth.
well,
That's not.
that
They
makes
didn't
it
say
more.
kid. They didn't say to you,
Maybe
can I
I'm
open?
so
So
we
they
can
just
check
knew
it
you like spitting.
maybe I'm just into freakier stuff, but y'all
No,
okay,
no, you missed. No,
y'all
that's not
feel
what
like
I asked you. I
that's weird.
said the first time that they spit in your mouth,
yeah.
did they ask you, can they spit in your mouth, or they just did it? How did they
They
know you were into
said
that?
I already knew what it was because when I was kissing her, they was
Did
doing
you?
it. They was doing it
Oh,
when
so
I was
they,
kissing her.
okay, so that means they spit in your mouth
that
on accident.
what you
Have
said.
you ever sat in the chair behind somebody and the chair is warm and it just don't feel right? That's what it feels like. You have somebody spin you out. It's like,
Yes.
Ugh.
Yes.
what is this? Ew.
Yes. Yes.
Right?
No,
And what?
no,
And what if?
no.
But
And
There's
I
what
a
am so
difference.
sorry
There's
that
a
you're
no.
not
There's a
open to sexual experiences,
no,
but
no, no.
goddamn it, that shit was
No.
But
good.
what if they had something garlicky or a piece of cheese was still stuck on their tooth and it came out in the spit? No.
That shit would have got shut down at
Or
that
even
moment.
like, what if they smoke cigarettes? Could you imagine somebody spitting cigarette spit?
All that nicotine and car
I've
tar
never
right down your
had
throat.
tobacco spit in my mouth. I would have literally stabbed and killed somebody. Gene,
But you
you
never
know
know
I
if
do
they
nasty
just do
shit,
it.
but you know I would never.
All right. What are some things that you would consider inappropriate for dating, but appropriate for when you're in a relationship? And it was an example given to us yesterday, like when we had a little discussion about it, the topics. A girl said, questioning who's calling my phone, and I thought that was perfect. Like
That is perfect.
that's a perfect example of something you cannot do when we're just dating, and you can barely do when we're together. But
Somebody also, somebody
I
also
don't even want
said
you hanging
meeting
out
a
with my
family
friend.
right away.
huh?
I don't want you meeting
Somebody
my
also
friend.
said meeting a family right away.
You said meeting your
No
family.
friends either until we're actually together.
That part.
Mm-mm.
Bro, what about you? What is inappropriate for when you're dating versus when you're not dating? When you're in a relationship?
I was cohabitating.
Cohabitating?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope that's a given. I hope nobody.
No, I know. No,
Wow.
I know some people who
Really?
will meet somebody and spend days or weeks at their houses, and they're not even in a whole relationship. Like that's inappropriate.
That's true.
And I know that the person who I'm talking about probably gonna watch this, but I ain't say your name, bitch.
Okay.
I don't even want to think because I think I know who you're talking about, but I don't even want to do it.
You don't know him.
So y'all.
But I know who you talking about.
So y'all saying cohabitating is something like there are people out there that actually not cohabitate, but they spend so much time underneath of the wing of somebody that they're dating. Like it is almost a cohabitating situation.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you were saying. Okay. I feel like when we were younger, we all like probably.
I didn't.
Yeah. Well, besides you, because.
Bitch, you said I didn't. Bitch, yes, you did. Shut the fuck up.
No, I didn't.
You were born under a blood moon, bitch. That's why. Okay.
Exactly.
No, but seriously, I feel like everybody went through that phase where they liked somebody a lot, and then when they was really in a groove, they spent a lot of time together. When they were younger, like you just spent so much time with this person.
Yeah.
No, I'm the only person that went through that.
No, I've always been the type of person I needed my
No,
space.
I've been there.
Yeah, I love my space too, but I mean, like when you're young and you find somebody you're infatuated by, you kind of want to share.
I didn't want to spend that much time with them. I mean, sometimes,
When
but
you
not a
was
lot.
infatuated, nigga, you probably didn't deal with them the way you wanted to because you are who you are, but you did give them more time than you gave other motherfuckers.
Other people probably, yes, that.
That's,
Yeah.
that's what he's saying. You didn't have to be with them, but you did give them more time.